Hello, my name is Ethan McCombs, and this is my presentation on medical waste disposal management improvements via infographic-based interventions. I attempted to improve my coworkers' understanding of where and how to dispose of medical waste. The purpose of my intervention is to design an infographic that can provide on-site education to staff members and patients about how to properly dispose of medical waste. I would like this intervention to be accessible to every educational level, be adaptable to different units, and be accessible to use. I tested these qualities of my intervention by posting a survey to my unit's group communication board. Some background on my infographic. According to Global Prevalence of Needle Stick Injuries Among Nurses, a comprehensive systematic review and meta-analysis, the average needle stick injury prevalence among nurses was 26.3% in the United States as of 2023. One preventative step that can be taken is proper education and educational resources on site to aid staff in their decision making. According to Felipe et al., incorporating visual data communication strategies may therefore serve as a viable complement to existing reporting practices. This led to the development of my flowchart to act as visual data for my unit. I designed my intervention of data and designs from my facility's current medical waste infographic and the Educator's Blueprint, a how-to guide for creating a high-quality infographic. I designed the infographic to ensure consistent flow of ideas and to reflect my facility's most current policies found in the Hazardous Materials and Waste Management Plan by Miller 2026. The infographic, as seen in the center of my poster, begins at the top and asks questions of the nurse until it gives them an answer as to where they should throw away their waste. The key in the bottom left-hand corner details how to follow the flow of the infographic. If the answer to the question is yes, follow the green arrow with the star. If the answer is no, follow the red arrow with the X. There is also an examples box in the bottom right corner of the infographic. This gives common examples of where different waste products go. The outcomes of my intervention. I wanted to determine how accessible my intervention was to different education levels, different units, and different circumstances. To do this, I created a survey and submitted it to my unit's communication board. Questions in the survey included how long the submitter has been a nurse, how they view their current knowledge of our facility's medical waste policies, how familiar they are with our current facility interventions, and whether they found my infographic effective. The goal would be to eventually translate this infographic to other units. The survey used convenient sampling of people from my intensive care unit. 24% of the registered nurses in my unit responded to the survey, a total of 11 nurses. The graphs show that the 24% who did respond were from varying levels of nursing experience and before viewing my infographic, viewed their understanding of our facility's policies as a 1 to 3, where 1 represents a poor understanding. And then afterwards, after viewing my infographic, viewed their understanding as a 4 to 5, with 5 being a good understanding. This may point toward a positive impact of my infographic on disposal. However, it is subjective and from limited data. Now to run through how to use my flow chart, you want to start at the top where it says, is this medication waste? I will use morphine as an example. So in this case, I will move right toward the green star. Does this have a sort code to indicate it is hazardous? It does not. I would then follow the red X pointing downward. It then says, is this a controlled substance? Yes, morphine is. So you should waste it with another nurse. Thank you for listening to my presentation on medical waste disposal management and how it can be improved with infographic-based interventions. Thank you.